our reporter Daniel Opoku has been lurking around some of the major hospitals here in Accra, and he's joined us to tell us the impact of the strike of the doctors or members of the Ghana Medical Association. Daniel, good afternoon, and thank you very much for your time.
Yeah, good afternoon, Martin.
Which of the hospitals have you visited, and what is the situation like?
I am currently at the Kolebu Teaching Hospital. If you could recall, last week we've been doing a series of stories on the impact of the strike by the doctors on the patients. But this morning we decided to come here to look around and find out what is actually happening within the premises of the Government and Hospital Pharmacists Association. But before I address the Government and Hospital Pharmacists Association, I would like to briefly talk about what the doctors are doing currently. Currently, they are on strike with regard to inpatient treatment. And then from the second week, withdrawal of emergency service, and I said all of them resign en bloc. What we have been able to gather is that the doctors are saying from coming Wednesday, they will begin to withdraw emergency treatment. And those who are within their walls will be advised to access healthcare somewhere else. That's what they have decided to be doing from Wednesday. So they're also expecting that the Minister of Employment and Labour Relations will convene a meeting before the end of this week to resolve their problems. And that from Wednesday, they are going to withdraw their emergency services after they have engaged with the various patients within their custody. Now, with the Government and Hospital Pharmacists Association, they also threatened to withdraw their services beginning today. But somewhere last week, they met the Chief of Staff, Honorable Julius Debra, to deliberate on the issue. And the Chief of Staff requested for a week for their issues to be resolved. They are all briefly asking for interim market premium, conversion difference, and grading system on the single spine pay salary structure. And because the Chief of Staff has requested for 1 week, the leadership of Gospel is currently in a meeting trying to factor and analyze whether it is necessary to give the Chief of Staff a week for him to resolve their problems. So currently they're in a meeting, and we're patiently waiting for them. Then right after the meeting, we will be able to convey to our listeners and viewers as to what their final decision is.
All right, thank you very much, Daniel Opoku, TV3's Labour correspondent, and monitoring the events of that meeting between government and the medical doctors who have threatened a strike. Actually, they have embarked on a strike, and the impact is quite telling around the country. A number of hospitals are already reporting. Our reporters have visited there, and they're saying that most patients have been turned away. But the National Health Insurance Authority says if you are a card-bearing member, you can visit any of the faith-based churches for treatment.